Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online, and we are once again on Ander in our wormhole. So, I think for today, we need to do the high sec run again. I think I'm ready to go get a venture. So last time we did the run out into known space was to get our alt in, and I had planned on grabbing the venture at that point, but I ran out of time. So we're going to have to do it again, and I'd like to get our loot out of here. We do have 160 mil now. I'll probably get a lot less. If we put this into, let's see here. If we go into list mode, because I'm lazy, we'll copy this. Just give me a second. And we will bring it up here. We are going to use EVE Appraisal. Now there are some other sites and stuff that folks have linked to me. I haven't had a chance to look at them. I do still intend to do that, but we're going to go ahead and show this. So here's EVE Appraisal right here. And if we go ahead and paste our loot in here, and we're going to say, let's just do Jita. Did I do this right? Yes. Boom. So if we just do it based on the buy orders, it's 156 million in Jita. That's not bad. Squeeze an extra 14-ish, 14.2 mil if we do buy order, sell orders, but there's no way I want to be coming in and out, and I don't currently have a market alt sitting anywhere. We can recheck this in Dodixie as well, just in case that's... see how much worse the different market hubs are. So we're about 5 mil shorter if we're in Dodixie, and MR is... good. Alright, so about the same. So wherever we go, we'll drop it off whichever we're closest to. We will pick up our venture. It's about 6 or 7 mil, and we'll bring it back. Now, so that's the appraisal done. Nice. So we can minimize that. Alright. Now, the other thing, let's take a look here. So we got Ender's training going well. Warhead upgrades 3 is on the thing for 18 hours, which means we have about 6 more hours worth of room. So let's see what our queue looks like, and one of the things I figured out as we go here. So I can bring this up for you guys. There we go. Alright, you can see my mouse over it. That's great. So there's warhead upgrades right here. Now if it says 9 hours here, 18 hours over here, that's because I am in alpha, which means I take twice as long. EVE one. Move over here so we can see, so the nice people can see. There we go. Alright, so the next thing on the docket is Advanced Weapons 3. Now you'll notice this one's done. It hasn't unchecked it yet, but it is done. Right there, too. It's because what I've been doing is when I have room, so when there's 6 hours, it's just under 6 hours, say 5.5 hours here. So when we put this Advanced Weapon Upgrades 3 in here, that brings us over a day. That's the last thing we can train in this queue. But if we look ahead, within the 6 hours we could fit Heavy Missiles 1 and 2, Missile Projection, like there's a few of these, all the way down to probably Rapid Launch. We could fit all this in here. So what I usually do is I then go in, I'll go to Missiles, and we're going to fit Heavy Missiles 1 and 2 in there. So let's grab that, and if we stick it here, as long as, whoops, doesn't matter. As long as we stick it in, so as long as this plus everything before this doesn't equal 24 hours, this will stay on, so we can extend our queue a little bit, so if I don't log in for a couple days, we are good. So you'll see it's still there, and then Heavy Missiles 3 is going to be 16 hours, so that's too much. So we have another 3 hours to play with. We can do Missile Projection 1, Guided Missile Precision 1, Target Navigation 1, Rapid Launch 1. So let's just grab these. These are all 1 hour apiece, eh? So that's 4, 5. We can do one more. Should be able to do one. Actually, that's probably about right. 2 days, yeah, that's about right. So we add anything else that's more than about an hour, it'll be too much. All right. So that extends our queue out to 2 days. The other thing I did notice, I do have 250,000 unallocated skill points here. I swear when I first did it, when I first tried this, only one character on the account got the invite a friend bonus. This is the second character. This guy's on the same account as Cursed. And there's the 250,000 XP. I'm assuming that's from the Invite a Friendly deal, so that's great. Now, it does count towards our 5 million, so it's not like saving this to the end, is of any benefit. So we're going to go ahead and use it. We're just going to go ahead and apply it, and we'll see where it gets us. Confirm. Boom! Okay, cleared our queue. And we still have some left, so that's perfect. So let's add up the next bits. We can refresh Yvemon here. Actually, let's just go ahead. We have heavy missiles. Let's get that up to 4, because that's what we need next. Missiles 4, that's a 4-day train, so let's go ahead and apply these. Just get that as done as we can. Apply. Go. Look at that. So good. Okay, so that gets us that finished. We are down to missile precision. Just kind of going down the list here. We're going to want this one up to... Actually, we already have one, so let's get the other ones. Keep them in sort of balanced. Missile projection. Target navigation. Rapid launch. I don't know why it's not doing it. And then we'll go guided again. We'll get all these up. I think I have those queued up to 3. 4 for rapid launch, because that's the other ones can only go to 3. Okay, so that's good. So we'll just bring these up as high as I can. That'll max out. Come on. Why is it not letting me put it at the bottom? That is so weird. Like, there's no reason why it wouldn't let me put it down here. It's just not. Interesting. Let's just double click it. Is it going to put it at the end if I double click it? Yeah. So there's a day. Let's apply the skill points. Confirm. So this is going to shave about a week off of our train, which is going to be awesome. And we're actually getting towards our remap point as well. Once we have Caldari Battlecruiser 4, we're going to remap. So let's get rapid launch then. Let's get this up. Let's get this up a couple. Apply the points. There we go. Points complete. So we'll use those up. So we're at 2 days. That's perfect. What else can we fit? This can't get in there. These we're going to keep at 4 for now. Light missiles to 3 because we're not actually going to use light missiles. That's excellent. And that's going to bring us up to here. So the next thing we do is rapid launch 4, which is good. Guided missile 3 has to go in yet. And then Caldari Battlecruiser 4. So we will be ready to start training our next batch. So that sped things up. That's excellent. All right. So skill points are done. We've got our loot. Let's get it into our structure. Actually, let's leave it here. We'll scan down the wormholes and then we'll come back for it. That way, if we die while we're looking at the deals, we don't lose everything. It's been a little while since I've been in the holes, so we will keep an eye on things. But let's hide this so you guys can see what we're doing. Fantastic. First undock of the day, so it takes a little longer. And we have all these signatures to scan. So you guys have seen me scan a bunch of times. I'm going to go ahead and launch my probes. That should have launched, right? No, launch. Just launch them. Be nice if there's a launch button here. There should be one somewhere, but... Oh, right here. That would have done her. Alright. We're just going to find our wormholes here. As I said, there are some tools I want to start playing with. I just have not had a chance, and I did not want to. My mouse isn't working. Ooh, there it is. Program wasn't running, but I got it going now. There we go. We're at 8. 8 AU, we can do that. Center on it. Come on now. Been too long. So while I'm scanning, so the biggest delay for me doing this stuff in the last little while was that my HiSep Corp was under war, and the one war decking group, a couple of them, had decided to start hitting our structures. So we played some, tried some Diplo. Ended up having to call my friends out. So it's good to have friends. They came. They formed a very decent-sized fleet and came and helped us defend the structures, so we didn't lose them. And so that's cool. The other thing was, before that war deck, we had actually planned on moving to be closer to our friends, and we were kind of in the process of preparing for that when the wars happened. So once the war deck was dealt with, once they decided, they've now reached out and said that they're not going to bother us again, at least not for a while. That it was fun, which it was. We learned a lot. But since that's been done, now we've actually finalizing the move out and the moving to our new location. So that's been lots of fun. That's been keeping me quite busy, lots of stuff. I personally have lived in our system for like 3 years on my headset characters, multiple. So I have a lot of stuff accumulated there to move or to dispose of or decide what I'm doing with it. So I moved a lot of it. I sold a bunch of stuff. So that's cool. But also, setting up the new structures in the new zone and all that type of stuff. I'm purposely not giving out details just because. Alright, no wormholes. So since we're not doing any of these right now, we may come back to these in another video. We're going to ignore those. Keep digging. So yeah, that's been fun. Setting up new structures. Again, we had some structures that we were going to put up, but we were just waiting for the move. And so now that the move has been announced to our corpies, and they're all on board, I probably should have shrunk that down one. We're starting to put up the new structures in the new zone. So it's been a lot of very interesting times. As a result of that, we've set up many other things as well. Like obviously we have to be able to defend ourselves, so we kind of started working on our PvP stuff. Most of our guys are more interested in doing low-sec roams, but, also defending our structures if needed. But mostly they're interested in doing like some low-sec stuff, that sort of thing. So that'll be good. Our friends are in low-sec, so moving closer to them is going to help us with that as well. Give us more opportunity for some low-sec roaming. And yeah, just all in all, it's been a very exciting 3 weeks for me and Eve. Hasn't left a lot of time for casual stuff like scanning. I better. I kind of got off of the out of tether range here. Let's go back. That's not what we want either. No wormholes so far. Ignore result. Let's grab this one. We're gonna get this at 4. They didn't unblock me. They didn't block me. There we go. Okay, good. Now we're tethered. I got out of tether range because I wasn't paying attention. I usually stopped my ship. Alright. That was bad. That could have got us blown up without us even having a chance to see anything. Ignore this. Let's grab this one. One day I'll find the wormhole. I forget which ones are static. I'll have to load up my tools and take a look. But yeah, so that's why there's been not very many wormhole videos, as I said before. I did do some Abyss stuff on Kel as well. He has since finished the Abyssal sites. I got the 1,000 points. I am going to do a video and going into some more details on my thoughts on that coming up, probably after I record this one. So stay tuned for that as well if you're interested in my thoughts on the Abyssal event, the Secrets of the Abyss. And yeah, let me scan down this wormhole, and I'll bring you guys back once we have this, because you guys have seen me scan. You don't need to sit and watch me for an hour, so I will bring you back in just a few minutes. Alright, excellent. First wormhole I found, scan down, is our A239, too low sec space. Now, beginning to gate probably won't last another day, so we're going to have to get out and in. It's not yet stability significantly disrupted by ships. Larger ships can pass through. So this means we should be able to bring, this is something I was worried about, I forgot what size wormhole it was, but this one means we should be able to bring a battle cruiser through when the time comes. But I'm not going to bother scanning down the rest because this is what we wanted. This is the wormhole, and that's perfect. So let us poke our head out of it. Do we want to do that, or do we just want to go? Let's just go. Yeah, what we're going to do is set a destination to Jita. No. Well, let's grab our stuff. We'll poke our head out. Worst case, we crash back through the wormhole and dock up if we have to. I just don't want to go in and out because I don't want to start. I probably should have poked my head out to see where we ended up. That's okay. That is okay. Let's actually set our destination to Jita before it, and we'll just go to Jita, whatever that looks like. I don't have Jita here, so we can. Why am I drawing a blank? Where's my little deal? Oh, right here. Click that. Jita. Jita. Jita 44. Is that destination? Cheetah 44 is the market hub for newer players. Is the primary market hub in EVE Online. And then there's Dodixie, which is Dodixie 1020 or something like that. I'd have to look it up again or go there again. I don't remember that one. But Cheetah 44, Planet 4, or Moon 4, Station 4. All right. So we got that. We're going to want to bookmark them as well, just so that we have them in case we have to make multiple trips and different characters, that sort of thing. So as we go, we're going to bookmark both sides. Let's get this stuff out. Now, this is the risky part, so here we go. Now, I do know, and I read the comments, and I do understand that to properly live in a wormhole, it's multiple characters. You usually want to be Omega, because, well, you want to be Omega. Why is this not scanning for me? There we go. I do understand that, but the whole point of this series is how much I can do as an alpha, right? Solo alpha. I mean, I do have an extra one here as a backup, just in case I mess up, but I'm not. It's not the safest way to do it, and it's not supposed to be, because you can't run 2 alpha counts easily, or without breaking the terms of service. So if you're running purely alphas, there's no gate scouts. I do understand having a corp is supposed to help as well, and like you should have a corp to do these things, but once again, I just don't have a corp. I don't want to run another corp. I'm already running a high sec corp, and I'm not ready to have another corp that I'm responsible for. So if I do find one, maybe I'll join it, but I know there's a lot of things I'm going to be keeping myself limited to or from. Oh. That is not bad. Where are we? Why can't? Where's my there? We're in Destrans, which is like right there. High sec, stack 1. Boom, done. That is not a bad. Let's bookmark this. To home. And let's just warp to the gate. Now there's nothing in locals, so let's just do it. That was beautiful. This is about as good as we could hope. We are a little far from Cheetah. We might want to go to Dodixie, since we are going to be, it looks like, Galente, Space, and Placid. Yeah, we might be closer to, a little bit closer to Dodixie. So whoops, not that. Let's click on here. Let's do Dodixie. Now if I can remember, oh yeah, it's this one right here. 920, that's the one. This is the Federation Navy Assembly Plant. This is the market hub in Galente Space. So yeah, not that much closer, but is it worth it for 5 million? Yeah, let's do it. And now we'll just go. We're in high sec. That was beautiful. So we need to get back here. We can do it through. Yeah, we can just do it through our Peoples and Places deal to home. The other thing we want to do is make sure. Right there. Excellent. Out. So this is both sides of that gate. Safes are good. These you can probably delete, but we'll keep them for now in case we ever go back to these low sec systems. These are my safes, and these are my safes. Okay, cool. Excellent. That couldn't have gone much better. Right there. We'll save the 8 jumps, and we're going to travel on to Dodixie. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Dodixie. We're going to buy our venture. We are going to get both of our ships back to Stackmon, or whatever that first one was. Not Stackmon, because that's... What did I just do? Stackmon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Stackmon. Right here. And then we'll move them into our hole from there real quick. Boom, boom, rapid fire. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to get to Dodixie, and we're going to buy our gas-huffing venture. So stand by while I do the last few jumps here. I'll bring you back when we're landing in Dodixie. All right, and we are in Dodixie. We are about to dock up at the market. Now, while I was traveling, I also fired up a program that was recommended to me in my YouTube channel down below, called Pathfinder, and so far it looks interesting. Now, there's some sharing stuff we can do. This might be an interesting little bit, but just kind of looking at what we have, I will bring it up so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I just started it, like last jump, it kind of started registering, so we're going to see what this does as we go. But this is what it looks like. Boom. So you can see it here. So map Botane to Dodixie had the links. There's colors. We'll have to find out what all this stuff means. But it knows my ship and where I am, and it should trace me back into my wormhole, which would have been very useful before I left. So then I wouldn't have to remember to go back to Stackmon or whatever, or go through my bookmarks. I could just do it this way. That is pretty cool. So I'm going to play with this. I'll show you guys as we go what it does, as I sort of figure out what it does. I'm hoping to start having more time for Ander here in the near future. But just, I don't want to know why I brought scrap metal and carbon. I probably could have just left those home, but that's okay. We'll sell it all. This is everything we own. Let's just sell it. And I'm going to do it lazy because I don't have a market guy, so we'll just do it immediate. Let it queue up. It should be about 150 mil, which is beautiful. And then we'll buy our venture, and we'll have to get both of them back. Takes a little while because there's a lot of stuff to sell, so we'll let that load. So this would be a thing where maybe if this trip where the Pathfinder could be a cool thing if you have court mates, maybe keeping track. Everybody can map out wormhole paths. I might play with it with some friends and see what we can do with it. Very interesting idea if it can coordinate like an entire wormhole corpse and everybody sort of scanning signatures and then seeing where those signatures go. That could be interesting. Did we get there? 148, 142? That'll be good. Let's do it. So if you're more patient, you could set yourself up another, as an alpha, you could set up an alpha market guy. Even if you want to set them up with hauling, you mark the out and in of your hole and then move your transport ship. You can do stuff like that. I may eventually do that if I do get serious about it. Again, you only have one alpha logged in at a time, so there's lots of logging in and out if you do it that way. As omegas, if you want to have 3 accounts, 4 accounts, might be an interesting way to go. This didn't have anything here. Nobody's buying them. Yeah, so why did that not sell? Sell item. Alright, cool. I don't know why that didn't happen. Everything else is gone. Excellent. So there we go. We now have 145 million. That's not bad, considering this is the 5th video. 5th? No, 8th video. This will be the 8th. And that's basically 8 playing sessions that I've done. And I've already made almost 150 mil. So that's not bad at all. Alright, let's buy our venture. Now, I had a fit before, but I had to tweak it because I'm not training one of the skills. So I don't know if this is a good fit. I threw a bit of tank on here because I wanted just some buffer in case I mess up. And I put the nanofibers and the rigging for align time. So as long as we don't have this on, no, off I said. We align in just over 3 seconds, which isn't too bad. So if we need to GTFO, there's a better chance of us escaping. If we get caught, we're dead. It's that simple. It's going to have, so we'll just go through the fit real quick. Core probe scanner and 8 probes, or 16 probes probably. Yeah, 16 probes, just in case. Just in case. He's probably not going to scan. I'll just use my Heron to scan it down because he can do it faster, but this will be in case I need it. Or if I'm mining and a new signature pops up, I could scan it while mining. 2 gas cloud harvester 1s. Not put offline. Information. There are gas cloud harvester 2s, but they're omega, and then there's some meta ones we could get, but that's fine. We'll just do it like this, and we're going to see. 5 meganewton micro warp drive in case we have to quickly get from one cloud to another. Since I don't, we may try to do the same thing we do on the data sites where we set a bookmark and we can warp around if we need to. And then just an EM to fill that in a bit, and an extender. Probably not going to help. Don't know what else to really put in here. I could put sensor boosters to increase our lock or decrease our lock time, but that's only going to help with the first one because we can lock up multiple after that, probably. And then our nanofiber internal structure 2, and 3 low friction nozzle joints in the rigs, just because. Now for drones, I mean we really don't need them, but let's actually put some drones in there. Let's put Hobbs, just because. If there's small rats. My understanding with the gas clouds is you warp in, you grab the expensive stuff, and then as soon as the NPCs start to warp in, you warp out. So we're probably not actually going to use... No, I can't even use drones yet on him because I haven't trained them. They must be on my queue. Okay. Well, that's fine. Settles that then. So let's buy this. 7.4 million. That's not bad. We can do that. One of the tricks I've learned is if you leave your ship, so I'll show you here. If we leave the ship and you're in your pod, 8.4 if we go lazy, which we're definitely going to do because that's just me. You could, again, if you have a market, I'll put it out, buy orders, maintain them, get better pricing, and then just come out and get it when you're done. That's the smart way to do it. It's not how I do it. Crap, I didn't mean to close that. So now, if you're in your pod and you hit fit ship, it lets you fit it. If I was in my Heron, so you can see this, fit rigs, if I uncheck this, it'll put the rigs in the cargo hold, which is great. If you're fitting up like 20 ships for people to use in like a fleet. You put the rigs in, when we do it as a corp, we put the rigs in the cargo, so if we have to move them, which came in handy just recently, we can just repack them, we don't lose the rigs. Anyway, so that's one way to do it. If I'm in my Heron though, when I do this, I hit fit ship, it let me do it anyway. Okay, so last time I tried to do this, it wouldn't let me. It said it wasn't compatible with my ship. So never mind. So we fit it. There it is. What are we going to name it? I don't know. We're not going to call it gas miner. I'm going to give it a temporary name right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make it a Z or something in the middle, maybe K. There. You guys, if you want to name my gas harvesting venture, please feel free to do so down in the comments down below. Suitable name, I will definitely rename it, but for now it is K1 through 9. We're going to move this one in first. No, we're going to move the Heron in first in case something collapses, but we do need to move them both to stack one first. I'm going to move them to the high sec jump off point, so I'm not too much traveling in my pod, because that's boring. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me think about this. How best to do this for you guys. Yeah, so this is good. We're good to go. I'm going to move my stuff back to the hole, but I will bring you guys back for the low sec portion just in case we get blown up. And we're going to do this. So stand by. I'm going to go back to set destination. That should bring us through Stackmon right there. Perfect. Alright guys, I'm going to move both these ships to Stackmon, and then I'll bring you guys back when we do the final move into the hole. But everything is going quite well, to be honest. I'm wondering... Hold up. We may just do this for the fun. Can I actually fly the Drake? I think I can. I mean, I can't fit it all. But I think I can bring this... Yeah, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to move it into the hole with us. We're going to do it all today. Get everything into the hole that we need, and then we can just live there and only come out when we have to loot. So, 71 million, let's see. Now, I know we have some fitting problems. I'll have to sort this out. I'm pretty sure once it's all said and done, Ender will be able to fit this and it'll be cap stable. Pretty sure. 80 million, let's do it. Excellent. We have a Drake too now. That's good. And we're gonna fit this. Go for it. Alright, so we have all that. So I gotta move these. Now one thing I do want to check is eventually I'm going to put Ander into Pyfa. I don't have him in there yet, and we will make sure that he can fly that. If we need to come out and get some fittings, we will. But I'm going to move all three of these. We're going to call that PV. We're going to call this something else. Change name. We'll do it the other way. We'll go K987654321. So we need to name a Drake, and we need to name a Venture. So you guys know what I should call them. Let me get these three ships moved over to Stackmon, and I'll bring you guys back once we're there. Alright, and we are back in Dixie picking up our Drake. One final run. While I was doing some running around, I played with some stuff. I did load up Ander into Pyfa and checked out the Drake to make sure it was going to work for us when we get there. So let's take a look. So here's the fit as it currently stands. None of the stuff works yet because it doesn't have the skills for it. One of the things... Well, so just to save some capacity, we're going to change that. But first, let's bring up Pyfa and show you. So the biggest thing with not being able to fit it in the simulator, well, it's gone now because I had to remove this, but was the Tech 2 missile launchers that I bought for it. I guess I uploaded this fit, the intent to adjust it, and never did. So let me just bring up Pyfa here so you guys can see. This is Pyfa. This is a tool I use a lot. If you want to play with fittings and you don't have this, get it. It's really good. The one thing I can't do is when I right click on this, I have a drop down here. You can't actually see any of the drop downs. So we'll have to, I haven't figured out how to make OBS pick up a window and all of its sub windows. So we'll just have to live with that. But I swapped it out for Arblast missile launchers. And you can see it now all fits. You can see the skill book here is red. If I hover over it, another thing you can't see, it has a drop down with all the skills we need. So I just verified that all of those are in his queue, and that's fine. The capacitor drains in 26 minutes on this fit with current skills. One of the things I can do is he's going to be learning capacitor management 4. So I'm going to right click. You can't see this. There's an option for change ship skills, and I'm going to put this up to capacitor management 4 as if he's changed it or trained it. And you'll see we get 38 minutes of capacitor. Now, that's with just these 2 active modules, really. So not a whole lot of capacitor available. One what would be nice is fuel conservation, but that's an Omega only skill. It reduces the amount of capacitor afterburners and things use. So unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way we can switch this. So let's say if we have that skill, it's the only thing I could think of he hasn't trained that's going to affect our capacitor in this situation. So we can check here. You can't see it again, but there's an option for variance. So if I go over that, and I'm going to go with a compact. Yeah, see, compact or monopropellant won't help. If we do, let's try Shadow Serpentis and see. Yeah, no, not good. Variation. What if we go to a Republic fleet? Yeah, see, it doesn't really help us. It actually uses more than what we're using. And compact obviously isn't going to matter. So monopropellant is the best. It's the easiest on the capacitor, gives us a 38 minutes. The only other option would be swapping this out for like a, let's say a Dreadgaristas or a Domination. Let's try it. These are expensive though. Yeah, that doesn't help either. Alright. Pitham C? Yeah. No, just fine. We'll live with it. The only thing it means is we'll have to probably occasionally turn off the afterburner. Let's put this back where it was. So, the other thing I did is I swapped these both to passive. Just conserve just a little bit. Once I know what kind of, I can do some research, but once I know what kind of sort of DPS or incoming damage types we're looking at, we'll swap these out to be damage specific, rat specific. So I'm probably going to buy at least one of each. In fact, I'll probably do that right away. And switch these to Arblasts. So let's go ahead and buy the Arblasts. If we go into, let's hide Pythas so you guys can see what I'm doing. Boom. Go into the market. Ugh. Come on. I have too many monitors. My mouse keeps disappearing. There we go. And ship equipment, missile launchers. Down in here, missiles, medium heavy launchers. Right here. We want Arblasts. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are a little expensive, but that's okay. Let's buy 6 of these babies. Buy. Okay. Now we have to get rid of these. We have 1. Duh. Because it was just a test. I didn't buy any ammo. Okay. So we can go ahead and remove. Can I just, yeah, remove. And let's fit these ones. Yep. Here we go. We're just going to fit, again, I don't know what damage types we're going to need to do, so I'm probably going to have to buy all sorts of things. We can restack these. Just to get them out of our way, we can sell that crap at the end. So let's fit, so we do have the thermal, let's grab one of these, let's grab the others. So we'll just do a quick market beat deal here. And then I'm going to show you, I played with Pathfinder a little bit as well, so I'll show you that as we're traveling and what I've kind of, just in the last, hour of back and forth. So we want Tech 2s. So we'll just buy 1 of each, we'll bring it with us. It's probably going to be like 3 weeks, so we'll have time to figure out exactly what we're doing. Need an explosive, so we'll grab that, and that one's a bit expensive, but that's okay, we'll just do it. And we need, oops, keep closing the wrong one. We need a kinetic, and we already have the thermal. Kinetic's not bad. Ooh, no, other way. Double click that, there we go, 1, 2, and 3. So we can grab those. Stick them on board. We don't have a whole lot of room, so let's buy some ammo. I'm gonna go up to ammo. We want missiles, we want heavy missiles, we want faction heavies, and let's show info. The Drake is actually just kinetic bonus, so we'll just go with kinetic. I think the bonus will balance out any sort of specifics. And let's just do 10,000. Let's just do it. 10,000 for now. 13 mil, sure. We'll bring that with us just to have some missiles. That should fit. Excellent. Alright, so that's it. Obviously none of this stuff turns on because I need the skills for it. I'm going to go ahead and just throw this in here. It doesn't turn on anyway. Alright, so now we're going to bring this into our wormhole. We can load the missile launchers in case we need to fight. Oh yeah, perfect. Thank you. And we'll group weapons like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We'll load our... No, need more of these. View market details. I want this. We want 7 more. We just want 1 set for an emergency. I doubt we're ever going to need them, but I'd rather have them and not need them. You know. Alright, we'll sell all this. Let's just sell it. Oh, we had to repack this. Hang on. Package, drag it in, and sell it. Recovers 8 mil, that's not so bad. 1 missile, sure. One day we'll get all this crap turned on, but let's get it into the hole. Okay, so, oh, the other thing we can do just for fun is check our, let's just see. Ooh, Headhunter. That's cool. I probably have this one. I might have this one. Don't have that. Ew. Nope. Ghost Bird. Yeah, so these are probably really expensive. Not even available. Okay, so I'll see what I have on some of my other characters. Maybe we'll give him a skin for it. That's fine. Alright, let's get back. So, first things first. I'm going to bring up Pathfinder and show you something cool. Clicking on the button to bring up Chrome. Click. Aha, Pathfinder. So, as you can see, it's mapped out my path. Now, it looks like it added an alternate path even though I don't go this way. I'm not sure why this all went weird. I think it's... I'll have to see what it does as we go through. It added all these middle ones. I kind of spread them out. So one of the things you can do is if you have over where this H is, I'm assuming that's high sec. We'll go into low sec, there'll be an L. And you can grab and move these around. So I just sort of sorted it so I can see. But I'm pretty sure I go something like this. And I hit some of these systems for sure. And I don't go through, so we'll see what it does. But one of the nice things is we're going to go to Stackmon. Now, you can see here, if yeah, right here, no route. Okay. I want to go to Stackmon, so I'm just going to go right click. You can't, can you see it? Yes, because I'm capturing it as a window. It works here, great. And you can't really see it because it goes off the screen. But we're going to go to set destination right here. And give it a second. Sets my destination in game. Just that alone is going to be worth it for me because I can have systems mapped out for when I'm doing all sorts of things. I like it. I love it a lot. Just that part makes it worth it. Now, the other thing you can see, if I click on Dodixie, the bottom here changes. Get all sorts of information. So right now there's no real, I can make notes on the system to tell me what I use it for, Market Hub, whatever I want. Okay. Jumps in the last day. It's pretty cool. This bottom line is your pod kills. The lighter line is your ship kills in this area. NPC kills. So all the stuff you would see on, say, Dotland is right here. And some of the stuff you can see in game. Systems scan. So from scanning resources, I can pop them in here. And currently I have this map shared with my corp. Now, unfortunately, I'm the only one in the corp. Well, not unfortunately, but I'm the only one in the corp, so it doesn't matter. But if I was to add people, I could put my scan signatures here. And then my friends can see it, which would be great for living in a wormhole, obviously, but even just for some high-sec exploration, it might be something useful. There's some awesome stuff here where you can copy the D-scan window or the probe scan window and stick it in here, and it'll just update with all the signatures, or you can do it one at a time manually. So that's cool. We have intel here, so I can actually put things like a D-scan, so I can copy my D-scan window and pop it in here if I see structures or there's a coming fleet. I can pop it in here and say that there's a fleet there. Route planner, so you can just sort of plan a route. I don't know if there's a way to actually put this into the game from here, but I mean, it can show me, I can have all sorts of routes and it can show me what they do. And then the Z kill board window, and how many kills in the last hour to 24 hours. And then you can actually see the various kills in this area, and if you click on it, it'll open up in Z kill for the kill mail. Like if I click on this, it'll launch Z kill for me with that kill. So pretty awesome tool. This is great. I'm actually quite liking it. I'm gonna figure out what this means. I have a feeling that's just it's an alternate route. Yes, because I go this way. I come this way, and I think I go this way, or maybe I go through Uli. It might be through Uli and then down. We will find out. But it also keeps track of where I am, so every time I jump, it'll update. So when I jump to Botane, it'll move Ander to Botane. I imagine when we have corp mates, it'll show them on here as well, so I know where they are. Something I plan on playing with some guys. But that's pretty cool. Just punch the mic, sorry. So I'm really liking this. There's also some stuff we'll see once we get to the wormhole. We'll see what it shows us about the wormhole. But let's get our deal to home. So we got our destination set, so let's undock and let's get going. Yeah, I know. It's okay. We really just need to get it home. So my plan is first to move the 2 small ships, just in case. I doubt it'll happen, but just in case the battle cruiser, the Drake, collapses the wormhole after he goes through. So I'd rather get my frigates through. If he gets stuck in Stackmon for a few weeks, it's not such a big deal because, well, I guess it is a big deal because I may have to find a way back to it. But that's okay. Mostly this Pathfinder tool I'm going to use for the wormhole stuff once we start getting going. But I'm playing with these tools now, so when I do get a group, if that ever happens, I'm a little more comfortable with its workings. But yeah, so far so good. I'll show you here. I'll bring it back up so you guys can see, because you know you've seen me warping before. But you can see Mindo Dixie going into Bodane, so we can click on ahead, and this was going to load the stats from various places. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention is somewhere in here, right here, you can click this and go to Dotland as well. That's good. So you see this is a pretty inactive system. We have jumps. Well, it's not inactive, it's got lots of jumps, but not a lot of kills. A couple recently. Here they are. So there's a Talos and 2 pods for some reason. Alright, so here we are in the system. Now you can't see this, but I'm going to go ahead and jump the next one just to keep moving, and you can see it's moved Ander here. So that's great. If I click on this, yeah, if I hover it, it'll show you what ship I'm in. So it says I'm in a Drake. I imagine if I had, again, court mates, I could hover over them and see what's going on. Really cool stuff. Up here's some more information. So I'm in a Drake. If I click hover this is pilots on the map. Right now it's just me. There's pilots outside a map, so if they're in a different section, maybe they're somewhere that's not connected or on a different map, because you can have multiple maps. I think it said you can have up to 5 active at a time, 5 tabs. This is just this one. And then not online, so obviously you can see there's nobody else that I share this map with that's not in the game. That's, yeah, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Alright, let's hide that. Again, if anybody knows how to force OBS to show sub-windows within a program, that'd be great. So when I'm showing stuff like Yvonne and Pyfa, it just doesn't work. I can't, you don't see any of the right-click menus, the drop-downs. I couldn't find a setting for it. It may be that I have to share that window a different way. I don't want to do like a capture this section of window because I have 3 monitors, sometimes 3, sometimes 2, depending on which room I'm in. Right now I'm on a double wide and my laptop, so the windows have to move around, and that makes it a little bit more of a pain in the butt if I forget to adjust things. I wish it would just capture sub-windows of the active EXE, but maybe there's a plugin or something I'm not aware of, so we will deal with that. Alright, so we will bring up Pathfinder again once we're in our wormhole, maybe as we're traveling from the wormhole. Yeah, we'll do it again once we're in the wormhole to see what it shows about the wormhole. There's a couple other buttons that we can use to do stuff. Alright. So we are 7 jumps. I'm not going to, let's see, is there anything else I can talk about while we're jumping this last few jumps? I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is I'll bring you guys back once we are in our Heron. We'll move that one first into the hole. So I'll bring you back once we're in Stackmon, ready to do the last 2 jumps. Alright, and we are docking up in Stackmon, where the rest of our ships have been located. And yeah, I played a little bit more with Pathfinder. It's definitely that it's 2 routes. So I've been playing with that, getting that sorted out, figuring out how I'm going to use this duel because it's really cool. I definitely want to use it. So all in all, just up to this point, we have been playing for an hour and almost 2 hours, an hour and 49 minutes since I started recording initially back in the station in the hold to now docking up the Drake in this station. So by the time we get everything moved, we're probably going to be just over 2 hours to pull off this particular maneuver. So let's just get quick onto it here. Let's switch back to get the Heron first. I got a name. Why is the Heron not named? Well, that's silly. Change name. I guess let's name that as well, guys. How about that? So let's call it... Hold on a second. Can I get in there, please? And then change name. And we'll just call this one K12. So I guess we need three ship names. And I'm going to let you guys name that in the comment section down below. Alright, so now we're going to get out our fancy little magnifying glass. We're going to set a destination for this, which is our to home bookmark. And let's see if our hole is still open. And then we'll see what Pathfinder does with that. So it's only one jump, and we're basically just gonna have to do it. If we were smart and had Pathfinder up, we could see how many kills have been done since we left in that system, but we don't have that at the moment. We could check the map, we could check dotline, which is the smart thing to do, so, but I'm just gonna do it. We are empty, just the probes now, so if we lose this, we're in high sec, so we can quickly go get a new one. Not so bad. Alright. Here we go into Dastrins. Probably a little bit busier as far as kills. We'll see what happens. We're gonna pop on in and see how things change here. You betcha, let me in. You know what? Don't ask that again, please. Go. Cross fingers that there's no smart bombers. There's 2 people in system. Anybody on gate? No. Alright. And we're gonna go to home. We can see anything on D-scan? No ships. Some Astrals, so some NPC miners. But no ships on D-scan. There is an Astra who's somewhere, actually pretty close, to the gate. Velocer, Vexer, picked up as we flew through. Nothing here though. So let's jump through. Give that a quick pulse. I'm actually going to bookmark here so that we can land closer to it. Again, I probably should just bookmark the actual wormhole. I'm going to learn that trick yet. Quick pop on D-scan, nothing. Let's dock up, and we have our... Let's quickly show info here. It's not significantly disrupted yet, so that's great. So next we'll go out and we'll get our venture, because that's the one we're going to use sooner. If we check our map, oh, it got a little bit weird here. So I'm just going to pull this over so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Just give me a hot second.
Docking request accepted.
Let's get this made into a size. I wish I could just force it to stay the same size and fit within it, but okay. There we go. I'll bring it up so you guys can see what I see. Boom. Alright. I'll make it just a little wider. So you can see there's our low sec, there's Dastrins. Let's move this down. Over the L, just like I thought, low sec. So we're in a C2 wormhole. There's an L here. Oh, look at that. 6 strength, lifetime 24 hours, jump mass, total mass. So we can bring up to 300,000 tons. So we can check what our, let's just see. No, that's volume, 300 meters cubed. If we go show info, attributes, mass, it's only 13 million kilograms. So we could fit almost 30 of these through before the whole collapse, or 30 of them at once. We can fit 200 million kilograms through, so lots of room, or 2 billion kilograms through. Lots of room is the point. Let's go and leave this ship here. Leave. And this is why we bookmark everything. undock. And just hope there's nobody camping the hole. Now, we don't have implants, so if we die, we just have to come back. Okay, so let's go to our bookmark and see. Actually, let's just warp to it because I've got to get in the habit of bookmarking the wormhole and not where I land. That'll be key, especially when you come through it, because as you saw, we were like 6 kilometers off, or whatever, 6,000 meters, 6 kilometers. And we wouldn't want to land there with our Drake and slow boat to the wormhole. So let's actually, this one should be fine. Nothing on D-scan. Yeah, so you can see where this one's fine-ish. Actually, it's 4 kilometers away as well. Alright, so if we go like this and save location, that's the one we want. Exploration out to low gets removed. Because I want to land right on it next time. This is dumb. This is how you get killeded. There we go. Quickly check D-scan. Are we still kind of clear? Okay. And we're going to save location. Okay, and then we have to go to stack mount, and we're in a pod, so let's just do it. I should probably have done a gate perch, but since I'm just coming out in my pod, I'm not so worried. We're gonna crap. This should be the terrible at this game, guys. Time. So this is the old one. This is the new one. There we go. Perfect. And this one as well, remove. Okay, gate is still clear. So they're probably doing something, who knows. But we'll just try to make this quick as we can. We'll definitely try to get everything through here. Which station was it? I should have memorized it. Personal assets. It is Moon 8, or Stackmon 8, Moon 6. Dock. Stackmon 8, Moon 6, right there. Ah, it's the closest one to us. Alright, that's good to know. I think I did that on purpose and then forgot, because, you know, why wouldn't I? Okay.
Docking permission requested.
We have learned a lot of good things today. I think this has been a very productive day. If the video ends up a little longer, I think it was worth it because, like I said, we've learned a lot. We found new tools to use to identify things. We're getting some ships moved into our hole. And we just had a nice little chat about the things that we do. And so far, so good. So let's get this venture in there. And then in the next episode, we'll put it to use. And we're going to see if we can figure out how to ninja mine gas sites. And then from there, we're going to figure out how to get it out. That's going to be the next big deal. So we need Dastrins. Go.
Warp drive active.
And again, if I was smart, I'd use this guy to make our perch. But since the Drake is coming through next, we don't really need a perch for that. Actually, I could make one at the wormhole, just in case someone decides to camp the wormhole on me. But that might be an option too. Well, let's see. What do we even have in here? Do we have a station we could use? Yes. Okay, so that's what I'm actually going to do. Let's just warp to this. Let's just warp to it.
Warp drive active.
I'm going to play it just quick. I've been at this long. I got to log off and make some food, as I've now been playing for over 2 hours on just this piece, not to mention the rest of the stuff I did today. So yeah, we got some things happening coming up with Ander. We're going to start gas harvesting our site as well. Might as well get everything we can out of it every day while we train for that Drake. Look at that, right on the hole. So that's what I was talking about. So now we don't have to slow travel. Someone else just came in, so we'll have to see here. Pop that, we're good. Dock here. And then the last one is going to be our Drake, which is the more dangerous one because he's a little bit of a slower ship. Okay. And we get in our Drake, and let's do this last move. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, almost. There we go. Yes, I know. We will die if we get grabbed because half of our modules are off, but we're going to do it anyway because there's no point in not taking risks if you just take them. Just take a risk. It's fine. The worst thing that happens is you lose a ship, right? Worst thing that happens. Now, obviously, we can afford to replace this or very close to it. If we need to, we can do just a little tiny bit more data sites, gas sites, bring it out. So it's not going to be hard for us to replace the Drake if we do lose it. I'm sure we're going to lose it at some point while we're doing stuff in the wormhole anyways. So at some point, if it's working, I may bring in another one just in case we do lose it, just because. But I'd like to test it first to see if this is viable, or if we need to go up to a battleship. So there's nobody here going to follow us through the gate. So we'll just go right ahead, pop on through. Okay, and we'll see what's on D-scan. Hopefully no smart bombers. There's only one guy left, and he's been there the whole time, so nothing. Okay, let's land right on our hole. Excellent. We'll get our slow butt lined here. This is why I was saying it's slower, because I mean, if someone tries to chase us, they're going to catch us because we take so long to get off grid. Very cool ship. I miss my Drake. I flew one of these for a long time in my very, very beginning days as a high-sec PvEer doing missions. Level 3 missions in a Drake for a very long time while I was trying to save up the ISK to buy a Raven, which I then spent even longer in running level 4 missions. So it's good to have a Drake again. Feels like going home sometimes. Obviously, anybody who knows Eve, Drake has a special place in the Eve culture as well, being that it used to be a very powerful fleet ship, and then it got nerfed or something else got made better. And then there was always the big meme of, can I bring my Drake? Because everybody had them and wanted to bring them. So, I have a Drake. Drakes are actually pretty good, again. They recently got some love, especially the Drake Navy got some love. So, I think they got, how do I remember? They got increased their bonus, so their turrets are worth more, and then moved a high slot somewhere. It's a long time ago. I'll have to look it up. But that may be the next step for us. If this seems to work, we can go a little faster with a Navy Drake. We'll see. We will see how rich our alpha gets. According to... Oh, I don't have it up anymore. We are like 20 days Omega time to the training plan I have for the Drake. So we got like 2 months yet, probably. Actually, I think it's more than 20 days. We have 2 or 3 months of training before we can actually use this thing, but it's here now, so that is good. We got all of our ships home. We are ready to do the next stage of living in our wormhole. We're going to do some... It changed it again. Did you see that? Whatever. That is weird. It keeps changing the name on my hair and back. Alright, we are in our hole. We have our ships. We are ready now to just lock the doors and stay in here for as long as it takes. We'll occasionally have to take some loot out to convert it to ISK, but we will do that in the next episode. We'll start doing our gas mining. So I know that wasn't exactly exciting. I didn't do a whole lot of any combat or any scanning, but it was a necessary bit, and the whole point of this series is to show people what I'm doing and not just doing it all off camera. I covered out the most boring bits, the scanning that you guys have seen. I showed you a little bit and then moved on. All the jumping back and forth, that's fine. All in all, we are looking at 2 hours 10 minutes from the time we undocked, or from just before we undocked to returning back with all 3 ships. So there we have it. As always, folks, if you like that video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to name one of my 3 ships, the Drake, the Heron, the Venture, leave your suggestion in the comments down below. I'll pick my favorite for over the next week. I'll leave it sit. So we'll probably have a couple of videos with them unnamed. We'll see. And that's going to be that. So as always, take care, and I'm out of here.